Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I wanted to talk about whether or not you think we've reached peak iPhone. I kind of wanted to have a conversation with you about this as far as the excitement goes. So here you can see every major design revision that Apple has made along the years. Not every single iPhone, but the major design changes that they've made along the way. So you can see we have the original iPhone, or the iPhone 2G over here. This still works, and it's pretty interesting to take a look back at that. Maybe we'll do that in a different video. But you'll see we have the 2G, the 3G, the 4S, the 5S, the 5C, the iPhone 6, the 6 Plus, the 8 Plus, the 10, the XS Max, and the XR. And along the way, of course, they look very similar. They're very sleek designs, very high quality. And we've gotten some interesting ones along the way, such as the plastic 5C. And I still think this looks fun and playful. But of course, it doesn't have Touch ID and all the modern things that we're used to. But have we reached a point where phones are just boring at this point, and we're looking more for software features or maybe cameras that are getting a little bit more improved? So from here to here, there isn't a whole lot that looks really exciting. In fact, the grid style that's here is the same that's here. And even though they've changed the OS over the years and added quite a few features, it looks basically the same. We've got the same grid style layout. We've got our music player at the bottom by default, basically the exact same thing, and it works the exact same way. And that's a good thing and a bad thing because it's consistent and easy to use over time, but it also can get stale and boring, just like any operating system. And I'm thinking personally that now we're at a point where the excitement has died down quite a bit, except for maybe some of the new foldable phones. The excitement has died down quite a bit to the point where now we're at the computer stage where Macs have been around forever, and now iPhones are going to be similar to that, where they just revise the design every couple years, although I know that's a ways off probably, but they devise the design every couple years and then change the software, and that's that. So my favorite designs are usually in here. I absolutely love the design of the 4S. It just feels so solid with that stainless steel band. I know it had some other issues, but this was my favorite form factor of the day. It feels super solid, and it's kind of that change between the plasticky phone here to a high quality premium feeling smartphone. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this, because these are not as big of a change over the years as you might think. However, we're at the point where the overhead of the processor is so ridiculous. We have so much extra room to do processing that right now it is what it is. If it's slow as far as animations, that's because Apple needs to turn the animation speed up if you want it to look faster. There's just so much overhead at this point that it's great. So now we're looking at features of things like getting rid of the notch, getting rid of this sort of camera bump, maybe moving to an SLR style design where it can do that kind of quality. And even though the camera is quite good, it's not as good as an SLR, but the video camera is very close to high-end cameras as long as you have the right lighting. Many people can't tell the difference. Some can, of course, but many people cannot. And this form factor is nice, but for some reason people are seemingly getting bored of it, even though they have been on iPhones just more recently. Now, people that have been on iPhones for years, we kind of have just grown to enjoy what we've got, and it just works. However, people that are new to iPhones probably will be excited. But let me know what you think in the comments below. It's hard to say what everyone thinks about this. Of course, the cameras have changed, the designs have changed, the quality has changed. We had very weak aluminum with the iPhone 6. This is incredibly light and was very prone to bending, so they fixed it with the 6S and 6S Plus. And then we've got wireless charging, and all these things are nicely integrated and implemented throughout the years. But for me, it's starting to get a little bit stale, and we're at the point where unless foldable phones come out and do something revolutionary, or they become our computers, or there's something else coming along, they're kind of just the same from year to year. And that's true with Android. There's a lot more choice as far as the designs of the phones, but overall, it's kind of at a maturity level where we're not going to see a whole lot of revision at this point. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Have we reached peak iPhone phone excitement, and are people getting bored of it, or are people still just excited about it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. And of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description as well, so you can take a look at it yourself. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.